What up, witches? Sorry I have been gone for a million years, but I'm going to be more active on this channel and I'm going to start posting weekly. So thank you to those that have stuck around, and to anyone new, I really appreciate you subscribing, even though you saw my last upload was like a year ago. Thanks for that, because if it was me, I probably wouldn't. But I promise I'm going to be regularly doing this from now on. Okay. If I'm being completely honest, the reason why I haven't done much content on this channel is because I haven't been doing much crafting in general, and I figured the best way to get back into it was to start on my Book of Shadows again. Before I start, I just need to make a quick disclaimer. The information I provide in this video is purely educational and for entertainment purposes, and it is not a replacement for professional health advice. So, the herb I'm going to be doing today is mugwort. In particular, the common mugwort, Artemisia vulgaris. You can also see in the beginning of the video that I already had a bunch of herbs drawn out, and I did those a while ago with the hopes of completing them months ago. Yeah, but that didn't exactly happen, so they've just been kind of sitting in a folder sketched out and haven't done anything with them. But since I already had mugwort sketched out on this page, I'm not going to re-sketch it or anything, so I apologize for not having any film of me sketching it out, but I am going to actually color it in traditionally this time. In the past, I have been doing it digitally, and I decided that I think I like the traditional look a little bit better. It looks a little bit more organic to me, especially if it's going to be on like my pages in my Book of Shadows, and you'll get to see the whole process of me setting up the page. If you want to see a more in-depth setting up of the page, like how exactly I set it up with commentary on what I'm doing and the paper I'm using and the like fonts I'm using and all that, and how I like actually get into it, the first video I ever made in this series, which I believe was for Holly. No, it wasn't. It's for Periwinkle. For Periwinkle, I don't actually talk about the herb at all, and I just go very in depth on my process and what I'm doing to set up my Book of Shadows, because that was like the first page that I did in there. I know I started all the way at the P's, whatever, but yeah. So if you want me to link that video, it will be in the description, and that one will tell you everything about how I set up my pages and exactly how I get my page to look the way it does. All right. Now, we're about to get into facts about this herb. So, mugwort is one of those herbs that is really common, and almost every witch is in possession of it. Mugwort goes by many names, including felon herb, St. John's plant, chrysanthemum weed, wild wormwood, old Uncle Henry, sailor's tobacco, maidenwort, and Chinese honeysuckle, to name a few, or at least to name all the ones that I'm aware of. For a bit of history, the name St. John plant came about with a belief that John the Baptist, who was a Hebrew traveling preacher in the early 1st century AD, wore a belt of mugwort to help protect him while traveling in the wild from demons and such. There's also a myth that is said that mugwort was given to women by the goddess Artemis to make the menstrual cycle regular and to help with pain. In some countries, mugwort is worn as a crown to promote fertility during a certain time of the year. Mugwort also used to be used to help keep beer fresh and to provide flavor before the use of hops. Now, mugwort grows anywhere from 3 to 6 feet tall and can be identified by its very angular leaves and its white underside. When mugwort is in bloom, it has small, oval yellow or red flower heads. Because mugwort enhances dreams and helps with lucid and prophetic dreams, it is oftentimes associated with the moon and lunar magic. Along with dreams, mugwort can also be used for protection. Many people use it to repel negative or unwanted energy. That is why it can also be made into a tea of sorts and used to cleanse crystals that are feeling a little weighed down. Mugwort is also known for being used with divination, channeling, astral travel, increasing one's vibrations, and protection while in the spirit world. You see, John the Baptist, he knew what he was doing, protect himself from them devils. Medically, mugwort has been used for cramps, colic, epilepsy, diarrhea, persistent vomiting, anxiety, constipation, weak digestion, and worms infestation. Mugwort is unsafe for pregnant and lactating people and could cause a miscarriage, and can also lead to a buildup in the liver if not taken in moderation. And that is essentially all the information I have on Mugwort, and that is all the information I'm going to be putting on my Book of Shadows page. Okay, now once I tried to print this out, the color would just not show up for some reason. It kept coming out this weird blue, green, or weird yellow sometimes, and no matter what printer settings I put it on, it just would not work. I even turned it into a PDF once and tried to print it like that, and I just could not get it to work. So I am redacting my earlier statement, and I think I'm just going to continue to do them digitally because I don't want to deal with the hassle of all these messed up colors. Like, I don't want to go through all the trouble of painting it out and then it printed out and the colors don't even match when I paint it. Yeah, I'm not here for that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna, from now on, I'm just gonna do it digitally like I've been doing because I don't have time. Okay, that's all I have for today. Once again, thank you to all the new people that have decided to subscribe to my inactive channel, which is now going to be active, I promise. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I do plan on uploading more regularly. I swear I will. And if you haven't already subscribed, I really appreciate it if you would. And don't forget to like and comment. And that's all. Okay, bye.